Hi, this is Jonathan. Welcome to your channel. This guitar, if you're wondering, is the Harley Benton Strat that I reviewed a couple of videos ago. It's been fitted with the Wayne's Mojo noiseless pickups, as well as a tone control for my last pickup right now. So he did a mod for me, so I'm able to control the tone for the last pickup, which is really essential for my style of playing. But in any case, this video is not about this guitar. Today's video is actually about this. This is about the stuff that I carry in my gig bag or in my guitar case when I travel. Tools are really essential because, you know, when you're away from home for long periods of time, you want to have your tools with you so you can work on your guitar if need to, you know, either in the hotel room or in the venue itself. And no one knows a guitar more than you do. You know, so it's you who have to take an interest into what tools are sufficient to bring along. You are the one who is responsible for your tool, which is your guitar in this case, and you need to have a great working guitar, you know, efficient working guitar. So these are the things that you need. You know, I'll explain to you what I have in mind. So let's start from the left. First of all, the most important thing is a set or two of spare strings. You know, I would bring at least 2 sets of strings when I go on tour, out country, and to the studio. You know, you don't want to run out of strings when you break them in the studio, especially. And then you probably bring 2 sets. You know, when I go on tour, because I'm sure there are guitar shops overseas, so I just bring 2 sets of this. And I will bring a piece of sandpaper. This is like P60. Pretty fine. You can get a bit coarser than this, but what I use this for is for the nut, you know, just in case the guitar is new and the nut is not slotted properly, so I kind of like file the edge of the nut with this very carefully, you know, so that the strings won't get caught up. Alternative, I use this set of tools. These are like nut files, you know, they come in various sizes. These are really cheap. This goes like what, $3 a pop or $2, I forgot. I bought this from AliExpress. You know, you can probably get this in Amazon or something like that. They're not really you know, really great tools, and they're pretty cheap tools, but you know, it works because most of the guitars are well slotted anyway, so you just need some finer adjustment. This will do just fine. It has even a coarser ones, but I guess these are for the frets, you know, to kind of file the frets if you have sharp frets. Yeah, cheap and useful tool to have. And then of course I have a little tiny metal box where I carry all my picks. These are all my picks, and I also have the smaller Allen keys here for the saddle adjustments and bridge adjustments. And I keep all this snug and tight, you know, into this little metal box so that, you know, hopefully no moisture will get into this, you know. And of course I have a bigger Allen key. This is for the truss rod. And in the case of those guitars with truss rod wheel, then I have to bring that tool along. And then if I were to use a Fried Rose equipped guitar, I have to use that certain size of Allen key for the Fried Rose nut and the bridge, because without that Allen key you can't change strings, you can't tune. So there's something that I always have to bring when I was using the Fried Rose equipped guitars, which I don't anyway, thank God. You know, one less hassle. And of course the most important thing is your string changer, the cutter, as well as the winder, the string winder. So you can get this from anywhere in a shop, you know. And these are pretty cool because, you know, it has 3 in one. You know, the winder, you have this little thing for the pack of the acoustic guitars, for the saddle. You can just pry off that pack off, and of course the string cutter, you know. Yep. And then of course I have a good plier, a sharp nose plier for taking out, you know, some of the you know, once you cut off the strings when you're changing them, sometimes little bits of string will get caught up in either in the tuning peg or down at the hole where the bridge is, and you just use this plier to just dislodge any stubborn stuff that doesn't want to leave the guitar, you know. So it's a good tool to have. And then I have a good Phillips screwdriver. This is for taking out the back plate or the pick guard if I need to solve anything, you know, or change batteries in the case of EMG equipped guitars where you have to take off the pick guard, or, you know, in certain guitars that I modded, you know, to take out the pick guards to change the 9-volt batteries. So this is also very useful and very essential. And then I have a brush. This brush is mainly for cosmetic reasons, you know. Sometimes you know that you're gonna be film, you know, during the concert, and there are close-ups, you know, there are cameraman's close-ups, so you want to brush off any dust in between your, you know, your pick guard, your pickups, and, you know, the headstock and stuff like that, just to kind of brush it, because you can accumulate a whole lot of dust depending on where you are, and so it's useful. And then I have the slides, you know. This is a stainless steel slide which I carry on tour. Normally I would use these slides at home. You know, this is a mud slide, and this is a moonshine slide, and these are all made from porcelain, so they're pretty fragile, and I don't want to carry this on tour because this will break. So I carry these stainless steel ones, or if I'm looking for a brass one, you know, a good brass one. So in case I need to play slide guitars, then you know, I will bring slide. But this is always in the bag anyway. So yeah. And then the tuner. This is a clip-on tuner in the neck. You can find any tuner. You can get any tuners. You know, I'm getting one from TC Electronics. You know, the clip-on ones. I had the earlier one, but it fell on me, so I'm trying to get a new one. Those are really good. The reason why I use this clip-on tuner is just for changing strings. You know, sometimes in a situation where you cannot emit any sound, like, you know, you don't want to, you know, like, you know, stage when you change a whole new set of strings and you want to tune it. You know, sometimes I would use the Helix LT for tuning it. But if in my hotel room and I want to change strings, you know, I would use this to tune up my strings after I change them. And last but not least, this is a capo that I use for my electric guitar. So this capo is very different because it has adjustable tension. So you can actually adjust how hard you want the capo to clamp down your guitar. In the case of guitars with tall frets, you know, you don't want to clamp it too hard because you would make the whole guitar go sharp. That's something you have to play around with. But so far I have good experience with this couple, and I think you can find it in any music shop or even Amazon. Yeah, so all this is what I carry with me when I go out on tour or when I'm playing a session. Of course, I'll carry a piece of cloth, or a soft cloth to wipe down my guitar if I need to. And all this, except for the cloth, I'll put somewhere in the bag, will be kept safe and dry in a simple Ziploc bag. I got this from IKEA. So put everything in it, Ziploc it, and just stow it in your case or in your gig bag. Reason why I use a Ziploc bag is because all these things are, when you're on tour, when you're traveling, all these are subjected to temperature changes and to wet weather conditions or whatever, moisture can seep in anywhere. So you don't want your tools to get rusty. Like, you can see some rust, but it's not so bad, in some of my tools here. But they're all relatively quite clean, and I have tools rusted on me before, and that's because I did not keep them dry and safe. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this little video about what I carry in my guitar case as well as in my gig bag, and what are the tools that I bring along. This is part and parcel of being a professional guitarist, because you need to have your guitar in shape, and in working condition. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and feel free to join this channel if you want to, and you'll be notified of future videos that comes out. So in the meantime, you guys keep on playing, and God bless. Ciao.